Mac Avenue Music Group is proud to present First Listen Fridays, an online series featuring new, exclusive, and soon-to-be released music from the artists you love.
Mac Avenue recording artists Warren Wolf and Cameron Graves meet virtually to discuss their history in Baltimore and Los Angeles in our first look at a new series called Artist to Artist. Here's a clip from their conversation where they tackle growing up on opposite coasts and performing in various bands across genres.
Metal music festival there.
Oh, really?
3 weeks. 3 weeks straight.
So they still got that going on, huh?
Not
they
right now, but, they still.
Yeah.
You know, but no, that's another spot that I really like, but they were talking about closing too because of this. But I think they still have some money set aside to help pay. But I'm actually into metal, man. I mean, I don't really know all the music like that, like the artist, but I actually enjoy it. Like when I hear it, I'm like, all right, it's pretty dope.
It's got some good stuff, man. Yeah, this band I was in, we were actually like one of the first black metal bands with Jada and Fishbone was on drums, and me and my boy Pocket Honore. He's from a lot of the BET shows. He played with Jody Wadley and all them. He plays guitar. Okay. And Rio Lawrence, Brian Lawrence named Rio is on bass. It was killing, man. It was one of those type of bands, man. We was out there. We came through to Brooklyn too. We did the Afro. We still do once in a while. We'll still do the Afro Punks, you know. Yeah. Afro Punk festivals they got going on.
What's that again?
It's called Wicked Wisdom.
Buy your stuff, man.
Oh man, I don't even know. Man, check it out. I mean,
I'll find it.
It's killing, man, because it was just because Jada really wanted to do because that's her hometown. She wanted to do a concert there. Okay. I'm always asking her about Baltimore school, the School of Arts out there.
Yeah, I'm talking about the high school.
Yeah, so you went there too, huh? So what's it like there?
I don't know what it's like now, but back then, I mean, it was just a great place to learn everything. Like, so they have 4 majors there, which is music, dance, visual arts, and theater.
That's killing.
And because that's where her and Tupac got close because of
that's what I hear.
Theater connection.
That's what I hear.
It was a great place to just be among classmates and things like that. It was just totally cool.
So was it like, because I went to a school called Hamilton High School out here. It was similar. It had a big music academy, but it was like half and half. It was like public school, regular public school, and then half music academy. Is it similar?
It was. So basically, how it worked for us. What was that class they had in the morning for like 10 minutes? Homeroom or something like that. And then after that, it was, because our school, they went from 8 o'clock until 4:15, 4:30, somewhere around there. So it was 4 hours of your art. And then you leave, of course, that 1 hour for lunch, and then another 4 hours of your academic.
Nice.
So that's just what it was. I'm trying to think. Dante Winslow?
Oh man, that's one of my good homies, man. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. The Winslow dynasty, man. Absolutely.
So Dante he's older than me. When I first entered, he had already graduated. Miss Chica was 1 year ahead of me, so she was in the 10th grade when I was in the 9th grade.
Oh, okay. So, man. That's the whole hookup. Yeah, I see Dante all the time, man, because he's always playing with Kamasi, man. A lot of the Kamasi shows that we do and stuff like that. So.
Grammy-nominated vocalist Cyril Ami joins Emmett Cohen in New York City for a live performance during Cohen's Live from Emmett's Place.
Tanto tiempo disfrutando de este amor. Nuestras almas se acercaron tanto así que yo guardo tu sabor, pero tú llevas también sabor a mí. Si negaras mi presencia en tu vivir, bastaría con abrazarte y conversar. Tanta vida yo te di que por fuerza tienes ya sabor a mí. No pretendo ser tu dueño, no soy nada, yo no tengo vanidad. De mi vida doy lo bueno, soy tan pobre que otra cosa puedo dar. Pasarán más de 1000 años, mucho más. Yo no sé si tenga amor la eternidad, pero allá tal como aquí, en la boca llevará sabor a mí. No soy nada, yo no tengo vanidad. De mi vida doy lo bueno. Soy tan pobre que otra cosa puedo dar. Pasarán más de 1000 años, mucho, mucho más. Yo no sé si tenga amor la eternidad, pero allá tal como aquí, en la boca llevarás sabor a mí. Pero allá tal como aquí, en la boca llevarás aquí en la boca llevarás sabor a mí.
Christian McBride's Grammy Award-winning big band is back in the spotlight with a new album in tribute to jazz giants Jimmy Smith, Wes Montgomery, and Oliver Nelson. Here's a sneak peek into the making of For Jimmy, Wes, and Oliver, featuring special guests Joey DeFrancesco and Mark Whitfield.
Joey and I grew up together in Philly, and this is probably my oldest friend in music. And we theoretically could have and maybe should have made this record like 20 years ago, but sometimes things take time. And Joey and I were on the phone, and I said, man, let's do some Jimmy Smith, Wes Montgomery stuff. So let's bring back some of that stuff, man. And we both agreed that Mark Whitfield will play the role, and then Mark, he's one of the first people I met when I moved to New York 30 years ago. So yeah, this is old home week. Jimmy Smith and Wes Montgomery, they made 2 records together, the dynamic duo and Further Adventures of Jimmy and Wes. And collectively, we know all the songs from those recordings.
But we know
exactly.
We lived on those.
That's right. We simply didn't want to just play all of those arrangements verbatim, because it's. I think the way to properly tip your cap to these legends is to do your version of what they did. So Joey's playing this thing, Mark is playing this thing, I'm playing my thing, and we're getting the vibe of Jimmy and Wes through our own vision.
John Beasley's Monkestra has grown and evolved over the years. The third album's focus shifts from Thelonious Monk tunes to Beasley's own compositions. Here is a behind-the-scenes look at the making of the adventurous new album featuring Joey DeFrancesco, Hubert Laws, John Patitucci, Gregoire Moret, and Jubilant Sykes.
I like the way Duke would come in and out, of the band, or Count Basie, And then Monk would lay out a lot while other people were soloing. So the concept of just bass, drums, and a soloist really appealed to me. This record was inspired more by a record that Duke Ellington did called Piano in the Foreground, which featured a lot of Duke playing piano in front of his band. So I kind of had that as a framework. And then, of course, I love to write music as well. So we've evolved. And this record, there are 5 different size ensembles, mostly taken from the nucleus of Monk Orchestra. We have the big band, about half the record is the big band. We have a septet that we tour with sometimes when there's not the budget for the full band. And that is, I've knocked down all these big band arrangements for 4 horns. So I wanted to continue that concept, but with my own tunes. So Masekea, Sam Rivers, off minor, you hear the septet. And then of course, wanting to kind of come up with a new sound for Monk's Mood, my friend Gregoire Murray was in town, so we did a session, and that turned out to be sort of completely different than a Monk Orchestra tune, which is nice because we're trying to evolve here. When we say diversification, we're also meaning evolution, because we can't just keep making the same record over. That's not what we do in jazz. Hopefully we can show the evolution of how we've grown as musicians and as a band.
Thanks for listening to First Listen Fridays. All of today's featured music can be ordered now at the link below. We look forward to bringing you one step closer to the music you love from the artists you know. Exclusively from Mack Avenue Music Group.